everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia. We're so happy to have you with us today. Whether you're walking, studying, or just relaxing with a cup of tea, we're excited you're spending this time with us.
Absolutely. Today, we're diving into a powerful topic, how to speak with impact. It's something every English learner should know.
Yes, a lot of learners focus on grammar and vocabulary, which is great, but sometimes they forget how important delivery is. The way you speak can make people really listen or completely tune out.
Exactly. Speaking with impact means your words matter. You're not just making sentences. You're making people feel something, understand something, or remember you.
And guess what? You don't have to be perfect in English to speak with impact. It's about being clear, confident, and expressive even with simple words.
That's what we're going to help you with today. In this episode, we'll talk about what it really means to speak with impact, the 5 key elements to do it well, common mistakes to avoid, and of course, how you can practice it every day.
And don't worry, we'll also guide you through a short speaking activity so you can try it with us.
So, let's get started. Are you ready to speak with more power? So, Julia, let's start with the big question. What does it really mean to speak with impact?
Great question. Speaking with impact means that when you talk, people listen. They understand you clearly, they remember your message, and they feel connected to what you say.
Exactly. It's not about using fancy or difficult words. It's about how you say something, your tone, your body language, and your confidence. You don't need to be a native speaker to speak powerfully.
That's true. You can use simple English and still sound strong and confident. Think about a teacher you loved or a friend who always gives great advice. They don't always use big words, but their message is clear and it stays with you.
Right? It's the difference between just saying words and delivering a message. A person who speaks with impact uses their voice like a tool. They speak with purpose.
Let's give a quick example. Imagine 2 people saying the same sentence. I believe we can do it. One says it quietly with no energy. The other says it with passion and strong voice. Which one are you more likely to believe?
Totally the second one. Same words, but completely different feeling. That's the power of speaking with impact.
And for English learners, it's even more important. Because when you're learning a new language, it's easy to focus too much on grammar. But sometimes, how you say something matters more than perfect grammar.
Yes, if you speak with energy, clarity, and purpose, even native speakers will respect and listen to you. That's the beauty of communication.
So now that we know what it means to speak with impact, let's talk about how to actually do it.
Coming up next, we'll break it down into 5 key elements that can help anyone speak with more power. Stay with us. All right, let's start with the first key element, clarity. If people can't understand your words, they won't get your message no matter how smart or passionate you are.
That's so true. Clarity means you pronounce words clearly, speak at a good speed, and organize your thoughts in a way that makes sense. You don't have to rush or mumble.
Exactly. I always tell learners, slow down a little and open your mouth when you speak. It helps your words sound more clear.
And using short sentences helps too. Instead of saying, in consideration of the fact that I am not feeling well, just say I'm not feeling well. Clear and simple.
Yes, and don't be afraid to pause between ideas. Silence is not a bad thing. It gives your listener time to think.
The second key is confidence. This one can be tough, especially for English learners. But here's the secret: you don't have to feel confident to sound confident.
That's powerful. You can choose to sound confident by standing or sitting tall, making eye contact, and speaking in a steady voice even if you're nervous inside.
Exactly. And confidence grows with practice. The more you speak, the more confident you become.
Also, don't be afraid of mistakes. Everyone makes them, even native speakers. What matters is that you keep speaking.
Yes, people don't remember your small grammar mistakes. They remember your energy and how you made them feel.
Now let's talk about tone and emotion. Julia, have you ever heard someone speak with zero emotion?
Oh yes, it's like listening to a robot. No feeling, no energy, just words. And honestly, it's hard to stay focused.
Right? When you add emotion to your voice, like excitement, care, or passion, people pay attention. They feel your message.
Tone is how your voice sounds. You can sound excited, serious, kind, or even funny just by changing your tone. Try saying, "I'm happy to help" in a warm tone versus a cold tone. It's a big difference.
Yes, so don't be afraid to show how you feel. Let your voice carry the message, not just the words.
The fourth element is body language and eye contact. And guess what? It's important even when you're speaking English online.
Absolutely. Your body speaks too. When you sit up straight, use hand gestures and smile. It adds power to your message.
And eye contact shows confidence and connection. If you're on video, look into the camera. In real life, look at the person's eyes gently, not like a staring contest.
Good tip. Even small movements can make a big difference. Avoid crossing your arms or looking at the ground all the time.
Yes, your body can say "I'm nervous" or it can say "I'm confident." So use it to support your message.
Last but not least, purposeful vocabulary. This means choosing words that are simple, strong, and clear.
A lot of learners think they need to use big, difficult words to sound smart, but that's not true at all.
Nope. In fact, simple language often has more power. Think about great speeches. Many use basic words, but they touch your heart.
Also, try to avoid using too many filler words like. These can make your message feel weak or uncertain.
One great trick is to pause instead of using a filler word. Take a breath and then speak your next thought with power.
And always think about your listener. What will help them understand your message best? That's how you speak with impact.
So, those are the 5 elements: clarity, confidence, tone and emotion, body language, and purposeful vocabulary.
And don't worry, you don't have to master them all at once. Just practice a little every day, and you'll get better with time.
Coming up next, we'll talk about some common mistakes people make when trying to speak with impact, and how you can avoid them. Stay tuned. All right, so we've talked about what speaking with impact really means, and the 5 key elements to help you do it. But now, let's talk about something just as important: the common mistakes people make when they try to speak powerfully.
Yes, and don't worry, we've all made these mistakes before. The good news is, once you know them, you can fix them.
So let's start with the first one: speaking too fast. A lot of English learners do this because they're nervous or trying to sound fluent. But when you speak too fast, people can't understand you.
Right, slow down. Take your time. It's not a race. Speaking slowly actually makes you sound more confident and more professional.
The second mistake is using too many filler words like, or, It's okay to use them sometimes, but if you use them too much, your message becomes unclear.
Instead of filling the silence with, just pause. A short pause sounds much better and gives your brain a second to think.
Another mistake is trying to sound like someone else. Some learners try to copy native speakers or famous people, but they forget to be themselves.
Yes, it's great to learn from others, but remember, your voice matters too. Speak in a way that feels natural to you.
Here's a big one: focusing too much on being perfect. We get it. You want to say everything correctly. But sometimes, that stress makes you freeze or stay silent.
That's right. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from speaking. The more you speak, the better you get. Progress is more important than perfection.
And finally, monotone speaking. That's when you speak in the same tone all the time. No highs, no lows, no energy.
Exactly. If you want to speak with impact, your voice needs life. Change your tone a little, add feeling, make your words come alive.
So let's quickly repeat those mistakes. 1. Speaking too fast. 2. Using too many filler words. 3. Copying others instead of being yourself. 4. Trying to be perfect. 5. Speaking in a flat, monotone voice.
If you can avoid those, your message will be much stronger and people will really listen to you.
All right, coming up next, how can you actually practice speaking with impact in your daily life? That's what we'll cover next. Now that we've covered the key elements and mistakes to avoid, let's get to the most important part, how to practice speaking with impact as an English learner.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. But here's the secret. It's not just about practicing speaking, it's about practicing intentionally.
Right. First, one of the best ways to practice speaking with impact is by recording yourself. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's so helpful.
When you record yourself, you can listen to your tone, clarity, and confidence. Ask yourself, is my voice clear and steady? Am I speaking with energy? Do I sound confident or nervous?
And don't just record yourself reading, record a conversation or a short speech. Pretend you're speaking to an audience or a friend.
Another great method is practicing in front of a mirror. Watch your body language as you speak. Are you smiling? Are you using hand gestures? Does your posture show confidence?
That's right. A mirror helps you notice things like slouching or avoiding eye contact. You can make adjustments as you practice.
Next up, shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say. This helps you mimic their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation.
You can do this with podcasts, TED Talks, YouTube videos, or even movies. Try repeating sentences right after the speaker says them. Focus on sounding like them, but still keep your own voice.
And of course, real conversations are the best practice. Find someone to practice with, even if it's just a short chat every day.
Even if you're speaking with a non-native speaker, you're still practicing those important elements: clarity, tone, confidence, and vocabulary. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes.
Also, don't forget to give yourself feedback. After a conversation or practice session, ask yourself, what went well? What can I improve?
And last but not least, stay patient with yourself. Speaking with impact doesn't happen overnight, but every time you practice, you're getting one step closer.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're part of learning. The important thing is to keep going and keep practicing.
Exactly. So, those are our tips for practicing speaking with impact. 1. Record yourself. 2. Practice in front of a mirror. 3. Use shadowing techniques. 4. Have real conversations. 5. Give yourself feedback and stay patient.
We hope these tips help you speak with more power, confidence, and clarity. With practice, you'll start to see amazing progress.
And don't forget, speaking with impact is a skill you can build. Keep working on it, and soon you'll be speaking English like a pro.
Thanks for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and keep speaking with impact. All right, listeners, before we finish today's episode, we have something special for you, a mini practice activity. It's a fun way to practice speaking with impact right now, and you don't even need a partner.
That's right. We're going to guide you through a short exercise where you'll practice speaking clearly, confidently, and with emotion.
Here's how it works. I'm going to say a sentence, and we want you to repeat it, but with more energy. Try to speak with purpose, change your tone, and really feel the words.
Let's start with something simple. I'm excited to learn English and speak with confidence.
Now, say it with energy. Imagine you're telling someone about your goals with excitement and passion. Ready? Go ahead. Repeat after me. I'm excited to learn English and speak with confidence.
Great. Now try it again, but this time speak a little slower and more calmly. Pretend you're telling someone how much you enjoy learning English. Try to sound confident but relaxed. Ready? Let's go. I'm excited to learn English and speak with confidence.
Awesome! And now, let's add some emotion. This time, say the sentence like you're expressing your joy and enthusiasm. Let's hear that excitement in your voice. I'm excited to learn English and speak with confidence.
Fantastic! You see how your tone, speed, and emotion can completely change how the message feels? That's speaking with impact.
Now, we challenge you to do this with different sentences. You can choose something you want to say in English and practice saying it in different ways: fast, slow, happy, serious, just like we did.
And remember, every time you practice this, you're improving your ability to speak with more impact. You don't need to be perfect, just keep practicing.
That's all for today's mini practice. We hope you had fun and that you'll keep practicing at home.
Thanks for joining us and keep speaking with impact.
All right, before we wrap up, Julia and I want to share some real talk, our personal tips for speaking with impact that have helped us over the years.
Yes! Let's get personal for a moment. I'll go first. For me, one of the best tips is practice, practice, practice. I've noticed that when I practice speaking out loud, even if I'm alone in my room, it really helps me sound more confident.
That's a great tip, Julia. For me, I focus on believing in my message. If I truly believe in what I'm saying, it automatically makes my voice stronger. Confidence comes from knowing you have something valuable to share.
I love that, Jason. Another tip I swear by is to listen to yourself. When I listen to my recordings, I hear things I didn't notice before, like my tone or pauses. It's all about self-awareness.
And my last tip is to always connect with your audience. Even if you're speaking to just one person, imagine how your words can help them. When you think about the impact you're making, it helps you stay focused and speak with purpose.
So those are our personal tips. 1. Practice consistently. 2. Believe in your message. 3. Listen to yourself. 4. Connect with your audience.
We hope these tips give you the boost you need to speak with impact. Remember, it's a skill that gets better every time you use it.
Thanks for tuning in and keep practicing. We'll see you next time.
And that's a wrap on today's episode of the English Learning Podcast. We hope you've learned some great tips on how to speak with impact.
Remember, it's not just about speaking the language, it's about speaking with purpose, confidence, and clarity. So, start practicing today, and soon you'll feel the difference in your speech.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. We're always here with more tips to help you improve your English and speak with more impact.
And we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or thoughts, leave us a comment or reach out to us on social media. Let us know how you're practicing speaking with impact and share your progress with us.
Also, if you found this episode helpful, share it with your friends and fellow English learners. Let's spread the word and help everyone speak with confidence.
Thanks for listening, and remember you have a powerful voice. Keep using it and keep practicing.
We'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, take care and keep speaking with impact.